What's going on, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? It's me, Alexis, at Wolf Moon Tarot, here to do your June reading. So the majority of, well, I shouldn't say the majority, but June, end of May here and into June, we're experiencing Mercury retrograde, so I figured I could do like a Mercury retrograde reading as well. But so I chose to do the topic of what should you revisit, what you should reconnect with, what you should repair, and what you should renew, okay? So, first off, revisit. Leo, it looks like maybe you need to revisit a time where you may have been a little too aggressive or too blunt with your honesty, and it could have caused some form of a situation with someone that you really care about. So to me, it seems as though you need to revisit a situation where maybe you did something wrong, or you were very rude, very aggressive, or kind of mean, and you've been maybe feeling guilty about it actually a little bit. So I think you need to revisit that situation and figure out where you went wrong in that situation as well, okay? Now, to reconnect, some form of balance, you're out of balance here. So whether some of you have been working too much, you need to get back towards your family, or vice versa, that's what you do. You need to reconnect because you're completely out of balance. You're giving attention to one thing more than the other thing. And it could actually be your goals, your own personal goals, hopes and dreams, because you need to repair the hope you have. Some of you have maybe not had much hope recently, and your motivation is lacking, or you feel like you're not seeing the results you want, or you're putting your dreams on hold. You're deferring things that you want to do, that excite you, you're passionate about. So you do need to repair maybe a plan of action that you have, and repair the hope you have with whatever that dream is. And then the Eight of Wands here being in renew, that's talking to me about a sense of motivation and action. You need to renew your motivation, and in order to do that, I think really you need to repair whatever plan you had of action. Things didn't go how they should have went, but it doesn't mean you can't still succeed in whatever dream or goal you have. When doors close, other ones open. You just have to be open to it, okay? So that is, I think, going to increase your motivation here. Another message with this is you need to increase your social life and get out there more, because you're missing out on some stuff, okay? So let's keep going. I'm going to clarify with Rider and some tea leaf. Okay, let's see. Clarify the Knight of Swords. What does Leo need to revisit here with the Knight of Swords? Yeah, some of you may have recently remembered a situation that happened a while ago, and you're like, you know what? Someone lied to me, so I need to go back and figure out if, for whatever reason, you feel like you need to go back and revisit the situation to get the truth again, and hear if the truth is different than what it was originally, when they originally told you. That's a message. Okay, show me Knight of Swords, please. For Leo. Come on. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for this month of June. Can you clarify Knight of Swords, please? Yeah, there's going to be there's a new opportunity to communicate is what I'm saying here. It's almost like there's way more strength at this point, okay? You did get the Strength card, that's your energy. Leo, it looks like there's a completely new opportunity for you to revisit this situation where maybe there was a lot of aggression, a lot of truths being thrown out on the table, a lot of things being said, harsh words being said that not necessarily you wanted it to go down that way, but things have just never been able to be cleared up. So it looks like in the month of June, you're going to have a new opportunity to communicate because you have a renewed sense of strength and you actually can see things a lot more clearly now. So you can see where you went wrong and how certain things that were said made you actually feel. And it's actually a good time for you to communicate, because with the Ace of Swords here and the Strength card, Leo, you are literally creating a new opportunity to communicate and speak your truth and let this other person or people speak their truth. And you have a lot more strength to take on constructive criticism as well. So let's see if I get anything else. Show me more for the Knight of Swords, please. Thank you. Yeah, okay, I was just going to say, some of you might be dealing with a Gemini as well, but the Emperor just came out here. Doesn't have to be Gemini, but for whatever reason, I was thinking Gemini. At the time, I was meditating on the Ace of Swords. So some of you may be dealing with a Gemini, but the Emperor being here, you could very well have even gotten into a situation with your boss. There may have been someone who you see is really important to you that you just aren't on the right terms with right now. Could be a father figure as well. Could be a partner, Leo. Okay. So at one point there was a situation that you had asked your Emperor about, Leo, and they may have said one thing to you, but now you're being told to revisit that situation because there's a renewed sense of strength here. And there's going to be a new opportunity to communicate clearly, and you're going to pick up something new. That's what I'm getting. So you're going to be getting a little bit more truth to a situation that you didn't always feel like underlying, that you didn't have the truth for. So it looks as though if you did decide you wanted to revisit that fight or that situation, it's a good energy to do so, because there's a lot more strength behind you and you've been detached from the situation. But it's in regards to someone that's important to you, whether that's a partner, a business partner, a relationship partner, a boss, a boyfriend, girlfriend even. Doesn't have to be a male just because it's the Emperor. But okay, let's go on here. So we do need to reconnect to the Two of Pentacles, with the Two of Pentacles here. So what does Leo need to reconnect with in the month of June? Clarify the Two of Pentacles, please. There's just like a whole lot of truth-seeking energy here. But at the same time, I think someone needs to say sorry. And Leo, it might actually be you for some of the things you may have said out of anger to your father or mother or boss, someone, boyfriend, girlfriend, sister, brother, someone important to you, aunt, uncle. Okay. So the Two of Pentacles actually came out with the Ace of Pentacles. So it looks as though some of you have not been paying enough attention to work. Okay, so when I was saying to you earlier, when there's a balance here, you have to put your energy into some form of a new creative or endeavor that's going to bring you money. And I say creative because the star is here and the Eight of Wands as well, because there's a lot of passionate, creative energy with Wands, but with the star here, usually a wish and a hope and a dream comes from our creative imagination that we want to create into reality, right? So with the Two of Pentacles here, you've been paying too much attention to a situation that has actually been taking away from your monetary wealth as well. So it looks as though maybe you guys, Leo, you need to get back to work. You need to be able to focus back on your career, a passion project that you have going on, but you definitely need to reconnect with work or whatever it is that you do to make your money. Tell me more about the Two of Pentacles. Thank you. Yeah, okay. So it's giving, mainly because it's almost like you're running out of it. Okay, because you have a lot of anxiety and you have a lot of worry, but it's like it's very hard to pay attention to a situation that's going on here or something that has happened that is, you've definitely lost some sleep over. You have a lot of anxiety, you have a lot of worry over it, but now it's kind of put you in a position where money's not all that great. Or maybe it is fine, or you're worrying about how you're going to make, okay, you're up at night because you're like, I have spent so much time dealing with this situation that I have paid zero attention to my work, my own personal projects that I'm working on that I'm going to be making money on. And you're kind of stressed out about it because you feel overwhelmed. You're feeling very overwhelmed. Tell me more about the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, that's why you're out of balance, because you're not sleeping at night. Tell me more about the Two of Pentacles. You're definitely like, I want the truth, and you're going to tell me the truth. Some of you, it might also be a good time to reconnect with someone that you used to be with, who you viewed as your emperor. And now there's like a brand new opportunity here to communicate. Okay, so yeah. With the Two of Pentacles, you have been dealing with something that's a little more codependent than you thought. Maybe more on you than you are on them, and it's taken a little bit of too much energy out of you, so you haven't really been focusing so much on your own personal coin, okay? And it's causing you a lot of anxiety and worry because you feel like you're in a rock and a hard place. And hence why the repair here is your own personal dreams, wishes, and hopes, okay? So let's keep going. Show me more info on the star, please, for what Leo needs to repair in June. Last Leo reading, you know, I did mention that it could be a good idea to talk to your father, potentially about a situation with your mother or whatever the case might be. And so maybe there could have been a lot of words exchanged since I've last done Leo's reading. And it included the father at this point. And maybe some things were said that you didn't mean to say or they didn't mean to say. And you need to make things right here, okay? But let's discuss the star. Tell me more about repairing the star energy, please, for Leo. It's definitely a hope of yours. It's almost you feel hopeless. You lost hope in a situation. Tell me more about the star, please. Good, thank you. Yeah, okay, so you lost hope about a situation, but because there has been a lot of betrayal about something here, okay? I mean, the fact is you have a lot of sword energy on the table. Some of you could be dealing, like I said, with a Gemini, another air sign, like Libra or Aquarius. Some of you could be also dealing with a Capricorn. You have a lot of Capricorn here as well, but then you know you have Aquarius as well again. So like I said, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Okay, that's kind of what I'm picking up here. There's not a whole lot of fire energy besides the Strength card for Leo and some Eight of Wands here, but and a little bit behind the Emperor, but really. Tell me more about the Star card. You lost hope in a situation because there's just been too much. The Eight of Wands flipped over. It's funny. What's nice about the Ten of Swords, though, is it's the end of a cycle and a new beginning. So you lost hope for one thing, but you need to, like I said, you need to change the plans. You need to repair your plans. Okay? Tell me more about the Star. It's like almost like you had plans for the future one way, but it's just definitely changed. And things are not going to go back to how they used to be. And you're like, okay, well, how do I repair the plans I did have? Because I can still hit that goal, but how do I repair it and get that hope back? Hi.
Hey.
Trying to be quiet?
Mm-hmm.
Love you. Tell me more about the Star card, please. Gosh. Honestly, I think I'm good on that. I think that's it. Like, I was pretty right on that, you guys. Star card. You have a wish and have a hope, and you had a dream and you had a vision about what you wanted, how you wanted things to be. But as time goes on, you realize things don't always work out the way you expect them in your head. And there's been some form of grief, betrayal, or sadness here with the Ten of Swords in regards to something you really wished and hoped for, and it doesn't turn out how you want it to go. So you do need to revisit your own personal goals, wishes, and hopes, and what do they look like with or without this person. Okay? So that is that. Okay? Now I'm going to move on to the Eight of Wands here for renew. That came out quick. Yeah, your motivation, it's like impatience, okay? You're being very impatient. It's like you want to move really quick, but there's been a lot of delays happening for you here, and it's delays from the divine. So I'll put that there so you can see it. But you do need to renew your sense of urgency, your sense of motivation, and your why, because this, I mean, you're not getting sleep. You're lacking on your funds. How you're not used to your funds looking how they are. Doesn't mean they're completely depleted, but there's just something happening to your funds that you need to pay attention to. Okay, it's not that you're going to be in a bad position, but there's a lot of opportunities here for money that you're just like you need to reconnect with those. You need to reconnect with your clients. You need to reconnect to your marketing. All the shit you used to do for yourself that you haven't done, your follow-up, all that. You need to reconnect with that. You cannot let your personal life take over your coins sometimes, all right, guys? And sometimes I know it's hard because it's hard to juggle it all. That's why the Two of Pentacles is here, to reconnect, okay? So it's telling you in the month of June, Leo, it's time that you reconnect and try to recreate a balance between your personal life and your money, okay? So you can't let your personal life affect your money. That's the message here, okay? Tell me more about the Eight of Wands. Hanging in reverse. It's like you're choosing to not shift your perspective. You're choosing to not want to see a situation for what it could potentially be if you decided to change it up a little bit. You're so stuck on a plan almost. It's like that. It's like, hey, you have to be open to it going another way. And if you are, it will move fast. Okay. Ace of Cups. Reverse. Okay. So, you are closing off. Okay. So when it comes to renewing your sense of passion, motivation, action, you're like melancholy. Okay, this is what I'm getting here. You're melancholy and it's taking you down, all right? You need to do something that's going to motivate you a little bit here because you are like so stuck. You're so stuck on what something could have been, all right? And then with the Hermit here on the bottom of the deck, it's like, yeah, you're so melancholy and you're like, leave me alone. I just don't want to talk to anybody right now. I'm so mad that it didn't go like this. Hold on. Let's see something. I want to pull up some tea leaf as well. Also, Leo, thanks for watching. You guys really did me a solid on my last video. Thank you. Yeah, you guys are just like in heavy disappointment with the Ace of Cups here. It's like, oh, it's screaming at me. All right, let's just dive in with some tea leaf because tea leaf is fun and usually gets pretty close on with some more details. Opportunity or windfall. Nice. But let's just see here, okay? I got that card earlier, so I'm going to go ahead and say, Leo, you can have that card, but I think it might have been for me, so I apologize. I got that card a million times this week on my own personal reading, so wish me luck, and I wish you guys a great abundance and windfall as well. Okay, let's see. Show me more on the Emperor card here. Yeah, someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. Okay, yeah, so like I said, there was a situation here where it sucks, but it's almost like, hey, when you and I ended, did you do this? Did you cheat on me? You know, was this person, you know, part of your life before we broke up? Type of situation. Okay, that's kind of what I'm getting here. You're trying to revisit a communication to know, hey, did you do this to me or did you do that to me? But at the same time, you're just trying to get clarification on the end of a situation or get some form of a closure is what I'm getting here as well. But it very well could be the true ending of a situation, Leo, with someone. And you've just come to that realization because the communication lately has just been a lot more clear cut. There's no it's just black and white. No, I do not want to get back with you. No, I did not cheat on you. No, I do not want to be with you. And you're just like, want more information or vice versa, and it's just not there. The communication is a lot more honest, I should say. Tell me more on the Emperor. Period of frustration and lessons to be learned. So yeah, whoever this was a period for you that was all about frustration and you really learned a lot of lessons. Whatever this cycle was, it's closing out, but it was so many lessons for you that are so necessary for whatever's coming up for you, Leo. Okay, we're going to keep going here. All right. Tell me more about the Devil card. Affairs with your family. Okay, yeah. So like I said, Leo, there's a situation that happened with your family that is literally like depleting you, okay? You may be lending money to someone and you just can't do it anymore. You're like, literally, I can't physically give you money this month because I just don't have it. or it's taking away from things that you had planned. And it's like, this isn't your responsibility anyways. So affairs with your family, within the Two of Pentacles, it's like you need to pay more attention to your work because something is going down with your family here and it's putting you out of balance. So give me more on the Devil, please. Honor and respect will come to you. Wow. Maybe you make things right. I'm trying to just get this all in order for you, Leo. Some form of an announcement. Okay. So you, kind of like in the last video, Leo, you're kind of looked at as someone in the family that's like responsible or dependable. So when somebody keeps taking from you, and say you stand your ground and say no, you know, someone in your life is going to really have a lot of respect for you for doing that, finally. All right? They're going to, but let's just see, because you did get the announcement card. Now I want to see, announcement about what? For Leo. An exciting event. Oh, this is good stuff. So the month of June, there's going to be an announcement. Okay, so an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. I think you got that in the last Leo reading, unless I got that. Anyways, so all of this together seems to me you may be becoming a grandparent, a grandma, a grandpa. You may also be becoming a father or a mother, or an aunt or an uncle. Okay, so this is a huge, huge, huge deal. This is very exciting. You're going to hear of a fact about someone in your family who's maybe wants to get married, or just something exciting is happening within the family. However, there's someone that's going to be there that maybe you don't want to cross, but that's why I think you need to make a certain thing right here. Let's keep going. Tell me more about the Rooster card. Okay, so plenty of material things came out. So maybe this person is someone in your life who is, like the card says, boastful. So maybe this person in your life is just like materialistic, or you'll know who this person is because they show up and show out, and it's like almost unnecessary. And they're just going to keep bringing you down. Whew. Anywho, tell me more on the Star card for Leo for June, please. News is on the way. So renewing your hope, because there's some form of beautiful news on the way. I think it's beautiful news. Let's see. What type of news is on the way in regards to Leo's hopes, dreams, and wishes? Okay. I'm kind of hearing something like this. Like some of you may be getting a job opportunity far away from your family, and they're pissed about it, but you want to go. That's just for someone. There's some form of like really cool job opportunity for you. Or you're revisiting some form of job out of state or out of country. Success with effort. Whatever it is, it's news about a solid foundation and success with effort, okay? So tell me more about this news. Ooh, 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 ooh. Too many. But the first card that did come out was the Arrow card. in the arrow card says you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. So, okay, Leo, it looks to me like, yes, you do need to pay attention to your career because this is actually a part of your wishes and your hopes and your dreams, okay? But there has been some form of relationship that's draining you and you really just can't do it anymore. I don't mean to repeat myself, but this sounds a lot like Leo's May reading. Okay, show me more on the Eight of Wands. Show me more on the Eight of Wands for Leo, please. Show me more on the Eight of Wands. Thank you. Lighthearted, carefree time. Yes, like I'm saying before, you guys, before I clarified, if you scooch back in the video, I did say some of you need to be more social, okay? Because you're really depleted. You're like disappointed. You're like, I can't change my mind. I can't believe this has happened. Like, it wasn't supposed to go down like this. I had a different idea of how this was supposed to go down, and it's not going how I wanted it to. But you're like stuck on this plan, okay? So let's just see. Tell me more about the Eight of Wands for Leo. Aw, the Well. You got the Well card. So family wishes come true. So that makes me excited because if you are having a family issue, I'm glad that they will, resolve themselves and whatever your wishes for that your family, it seems as though in June they're going to come true, okay? So for what I can say, Leo, whatever your job is, it seems as though you like your job, but you've had a lot of personal shit happening to you, and it's like you can't even pay attention to your own hopes, dreams, and wishes because it's like you got all these other people's things happening like it's not your responsibility, and it's just not. Okay, yeah, and you need to repair the plan that you had because success assured with good plans and hard work. This is a good reading. Whew, I feel like relieved, Leo, because your last reading scared me a little bit, but this is a good reading. It seems as though there is a situation that you revisit to get clarification on a truth in regards to maybe a previous relationship or a previous conversation that you just want to clear things up. And this allows you to actually get back to your job and focusing on your own clients and your own life and your own family and your own dreams, okay? So I like this, and you know what? I hope that whatever this good news is, it does renew your sense of excitement and passion, and hopefully you get out there this weekend or something and go out and be sociable because it seems as though it's going to be a good time for you, okay? So let's see. What other messages do we have for Leo? Let's pull Work Your Lights. And then we'll wrap up because we're already at 33. Spirit guides, show me clear messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of June, specifically in regards to the Mercury retrograde. Messages they need to know for this upcoming Mercury retrograde. Show me messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding the June Mercury retrograde. What do they need to know? Okay, no, wait, postpone, pause, and say no. Okay, that will resonate for some of you. Excuse me. Okay, and then don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? And the crumbling, what are you clinging on to? Literally, what are you clinging on to, Leo? Because I don't know how many times I have to say it. You are so stuck. You are so stubborn. You are not shifting your perspective. You are so stuck on whatever this plan is. It maybe didn't go how you wanted it to go. And that's okay. Like I said, you need to look at the other doors that are opened around you because you're being put back on whatever path you're supposed to be on. And don't dim to fit in. And it seems as though this card lined up right on top of this rooster. So Leo, you may be dealing with someone where you feel like you have to shrink yourself when you're around them, okay? But in reality, you are getting accolades in June, okay? You should step into this honor and respect that you do have and not care so much about these people that are like angry that you're successful. Like, fuck these people for real. I mean, I shouldn't say that. This is a tarot channel. You know, we got to be spiritual and all that and nice, but like, these people don't care about you. What they hate in you is what they don't have in themselves. So when they're mad at you because you're all successful and beautiful and all Leo, sunshiny, okay, it's because they wish they could be that way, Leo. So don't dim your light. Be you. That's all I got for you today, Leo. And happy June.